discussing a couple of terms today. One of them is the word turn. And for so many years in golf, turn is determined by this look. So it goes in this direction and then in that direction. So that would mean that the club would go in this direction, that direction. So another term I'd like to throw in there instead of turn is wind. So I'm going to wind something. I'm going to wind the club around the joints in my body. So I'm winding it around my wrist joint and my elbow joint and my shoulder joint. So I wound it. How do I get it to go over there? Do I turn? Or do I allow my left arm, which is wound also, so my right arm doing this. So let's go back to the first part of it. In order to wind, I have to get in motion. The easiest way to get in motion is just move from left to right, right to left, to the right. Now, as I move to the right, I leave the club alone. I just leave it alone. And so at some point, I have to get it in motion. So as I do that, I will draw it towards me. Towards me. Now, as it's being drawn towards me, it's also, I've got to get it winding. So left, right, left, right, left, right, towards me just slightly, wind, around the wrist, around the elbow, around the shoulder, and then it's here. While that's taking place, the left hand is on the club. So when I wind in this manner, the left arm winds in this direction. So here's where the trouble gets in for most people. This is the way I do it, which I do not like. I would like to change, and I'm in the process of changing that, making it different. So as I move away and I get in this direction, and my left arm, now when I do that and wind correctly, the right arm will put the club almost on the ground over here. And it comes directly back to your body. So it's not about tucking your elbow and going this way. The elbow has a directional, just returns to your body in this manner. So it would be to the right, pull it out, there. Now it's right there. Elbow's right there. Left arm is in a position where it can either pull in this manner and turn this way, which I don't like, or it can just simply unwind towards the body in this manner. So it's going up, but the knuckles are staying in this position. They're not trying to close the club face, affect the club face in any way. So when the club gets down here, what's the roll of the left arm? Simply to return to the body. Simply to return to the body. And in order to do that, it's coming slightly inward and upward. And that causes my body to want to move in this direction. So if you put it all together, it goes to the right, you wind, and come up through your body. And my left arm is on my body, but at no time did I try and, quote unquote, turn in this direction. What I'm actually doing is unwinding in this manner. So I'm unwinding in this manner. This is the unwinding. This is the unwinding. Now, the club is designed in such a way that when you go into that unwinding in this manner and you go this way, the weight of the club will swing out and, in a sense, square the club. I'm moving to the right, I'm winding, going that way. And because I did it in that manner, and my left arm is against my body, humerus against my body, and when I turned it, when I unwound it, see, I said the word turn. When I unwound it, it went that way. And when it does, it exposes a pretty square left hand to the golf ball. So the main thought here is, it's not so much about turning in one direction and going in the other direction like a refrigerator, how you'd move a refrigerator. It's more about how you wind this object and this around and through your joints so that it can come out in that manner. So there's not much of that in there.